Idaho News 6 starts now with breaking news.
Good morning, everyone. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris at Division Dam off of Highway 21 in East Boise, and welcome to fire season in Idaho, everyone. The Plex Fire is still being fought. It's still burning and sending lots of smoke into the valley. The Plex Fire broke out last night, threatening some homes in new subdivisions north of Micron, but it changed direction overnight, blowing west towards Columbia Village. It shut down Highway 21. That road is still shut down, and the bridge over the Boise shut down. As far as we know, no structures have burned, but there was small comfort for those who woke up to heavy smoke and a warning from officials to be ready just in case.
It was really super close, and I woke up this morning and the sky was orange and it was full of smoke and a lot of ashes in the backyard, and I didn't realize what was happening, and then the transformers blew and the power went out, and then we realized how darn close it actually was.
You live around here?
Yes.
How concerned are you about that fire across Highway 21? I know it's fine. Highway 21 is a good fire break, but you know, right here you've got some pretty tinder dry areas.
Right, and what I've been concerned about underneath the power lines for a while, but it looks like the highway stopped. The wind was blowing kind of away from us, so I wasn't too concerned, but fire's tricky, so you always got to be aware.
Yeah, no question about that. People who live around here are used to the fires, and they know the resources at Nifsey and the airport are close by, but that doesn't make it any less concerning to see flames just across the street from your home. And you can see behind us right now the helicopter dropping water on a blaze that is just about 200 yards from a couple of homes that are unfortunately on the wrong side of Highway 21. And I bring in Don Nelson right now because he's been out here with me all morning, and boy, it's fascinating to watch the helicopter work.
The skills of this pilot putting on a show for a lot of folks here. Of course, Highway 21 here by the bridge by Diversion Dam is closed, but a couple of things. Been in constant contact with the BLM. About 350 acres burned so far. Yeah. We have crews from the BLM, Boise Fire, and the Eagle Fire District. Eagle Fire District, very important because they have the two bulldozers putting in fire lines. There is a fire line that they put up on the top of the ridge last night when the winds were going in the opposite direction. As you mentioned, Roland, early this morning the wind shifted, coming from Lucky Peak over Diversion Dam towards this area, and the folks over at Columbia Village woke up, got an early wake-up call from them, their neighbors and themselves, saying we probably, as of right now, it has not crossed over Highway 21. No. But this pilot here, the skills that this pilot is showing, the bucket holds about 300 gallons of water. To watch this pilot go down and actually started taking it out of the New York Canal, and then for whatever reason we can speculate, maybe the winds throughout the canyon forced him to start taking the water actually out of the Boise River, then he switched back to the canal. Back and forth, he has probably made, if I had to guess, over 20 drops in the last hour.
Right, and this canyon here is like a funnel for wind and smoke, right, that brings everything right into the valley. And right here, it's at its peak, and that wind blows through sometimes in a gust, and a helicopter pilot has to deal with that. I can't imagine that's a lot of fun.
And Roland, we talked about this earlier. If you're familiar with this canyon that takes you from Diversion Dam down to Lucky Peak, you look up and you think all there is rock.
Yeah,
but this fire has shown there's a lot of sagebrush and weeds in these rocks that keep popping up. And the difficulty of getting to some of those fires that are actually tucked up underneath those rocks, the pilot can't get to those, so we have crews we've seen walk up and down the ridge. I don't know if they're going to actually try to get down into there or they're just going to keep a close eye. But like you said, this is so close to, I don't know, I think there's probably 5 or 6 homes 300 yards away from those flames.
Yeah, and they're just on the wrong side of Highway 21. The only houses really that are in this area near Columbia Village that are on this side of Highway 21, and they are at risk.
And how fortunate that the pilot and the firefighters and the homeowners have this Boise River and New York Canal here. So for the very latest on the weather, Sophia's standing by to give us that.